Hey guys, it's Mrs. Bailey. Today we're going to look at another example about identifying proportional relationships and how to write equations for those proportional relationships. So let's take a look at this example. The directions here say determine if the relationship is proportional. If it is, write an equation and identify each variable. So when I look at any table, I always look from top to bottom. So I always look at how is this relationship happening. Now for most of you looking at 12 to 1, you probably think dividing by 12. And if you look at the rest of them, 24 divided by 12 is 2, 36 divided by 12 is 3, 48 divided by 12 equals 4, and 60 divided by 12 equals 5. This is a proportional relationship because the same thing is happening over and over and over again. Now, if you remember, the constant of proportionality, or COP, describes how you multiply. So I can't say we divide by 12. I have to take 12, which is the same thing as 12 over 1, and think about it as its reciprocal, which would be 1/12. So multiplying by 1/12 is the same thing as dividing by 12. So my COP, or constant of proportionality, is 1/12. Now yesterday in class we talked about how instead of writing constant proportionality, we can represent it with the variable of K. And we can say that K equals 1/12. Now to write an equation, your equation should always be in the form of y equals K times x. But instead of writing K, we're going to replace it with what the constant of proportionality is. So my equation will be y equals 1/12 times x. Now in terms of what my variables are, what I'm getting here is I'm taking what did I start with, which will be my x. After I multiply it by my constant of proportionality, I get my y, which is my boxes. So I'm going to say x equals pencils and y equals my boxes. So this is my equation, and I've stated what my variables mean. Let's take a look at this next example. It is the same idea, and so it says determine if the relationship is proportional. If it is, write an equation and identify each variable. Well, again, I always like to look from top to bottom. 1 times 11 is 11. 3 times 11 is 33. 5 times 10 is 50. So right here, I see that this is not a proportional relationship because I do not have that constant rate of change, so I can't write an equation, so this problem is done. Hopefully these examples help you with what you're going to be seeing in your formative. Make sure you're being good, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.